New York City became the financial capital of the world through a combination of historical, economic, and strategic factors that gradually gave the city a dominant position in global finance. But the real question is, how did it happen? Here's a breakdown of the key reasons why New York City emerged as the world's financial hub. New York City. Strategic location and port access has geographically benefits. Geographically, New York City's location on the northeastern coast of the United States, at the mouth of the Hudson River, made it an ideal spot for trade. The natural deep harbor allowed for easy access to international shipping routes. This made New York City a prime location for commerce and trade from the very beginning. And another benefit access is the Erie Canal. The completion of the Erie Canal connected NYC's port to the Great Lakes, opening up access to Midwest trade and making the city America's primary trading hub. This played a critical role in boosting the city's economic importance by facilitating the movement of goods across the country. Second thing is immigration and population growth. Throughout the 19th and early 20th centuries, NYC was a major immigration hub. Waves of immigrants arrived seeking work in the city's burgeoning industries, which led to a dramatic population increase. By 1860, New York's population was already double that of Philadelphia. Immigrants fueled the growth of manufacturing, trade, and services, helping to build NYC's economic base. This influx of talent and labor also helped create a dynamic, diverse economy, which in turn supported the development of the financial services. By the late 19th century, New York had become the center of U.S. finance, particularly after the creation of the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE, in 1792, which soon became the largest stock exchange in the world. The city was also home to major banks and financial institutions that played key roles in funding U.S. growth. And another thing is the rise of Wall Street. Wall Street became synonymous with American finance, housing the New York Stock Exchange, and later becoming the epicenter of global finance. Major banks and investment firms like J.P. Morgan Chase, Citigroup, Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley set up shop on Wall Street, solidifying the city's position as the leading global financial center. World War I and World War II had great impact on largest economy. In World War I and II, the U.S. played a critical role in financing European recovery, marking a transition where New York's financial power increased, especially after the establishment of international institutions like the IMF and World Bank in 1944. In 1944, with the Bretton Woods Agreement and the global adoption of the U.S. dollar as the reserve currency, New York was at the heart of global financial transactions. The U.S. dollar's dominance in international trade and finance allowed New York's financial institutions to play a central role in managing global investments, trade, and currency flows. As the U.S. economy grew stronger in the post-war period, particularly in the 1950s and 1960s, New York City reaped the benefits, attracting investments from all over the world. Big changing is capital flows and foreign investment. New York City attracted not only U.S. capital, but also international investors. Its financial institutions became the go-to places for foreign governments, companies, and individuals looking to invest in the U.S. economy. As London struggled with its post-2002 decline and the financial dominance of the U.S., New York gained ground and ultimately separated itself as the financial hub of the future. Till 2024, New York leads with 41 Fortune 500 companies, a significant lead over other cities like Houston and London, which only have a fraction of that number. New York's economic and financial dominance. Financial innovation. New York became a hub for banking, stock markets, and new financial services. Its banks, such as J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs, remain some of the largest and most influential in the world today. Technology and fintech. New York also embraced innovations in telecommunications, technology, and fintech, making it a magnet for investment and talent in these sectors. New York City became the financial capital of the world due to its strategic location, its emergence as the center of U.S. finance, and the global dominance of the U.S. economy, particularly in the post-World War II era. The combination of global capital flows, financial innovation, and the rise of U.S. institutions like the Federal Reserve The NYSE and the SEC, all set against a backdrop of geopolitical shifts, helped NYC rise to the top. Its ability to attract talent, foster innovation, and serve as a global hub for trade, banking, and investment has kept it firmly at the center of world finance for decades.